Hello, I'm Resat. I hope this video will please you. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I love you. Get in. Hold on. AMG applies its E-performance magic on the GLC63S. We know what you're thinking. When you start with the most powerful series production four-cylinder engine on the planet, that power plant's 469 GP isn't shit. Why even bother, right? Okay, maybe that's not what you're thinking. Really, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GLC63 SE Performance is an exercise in electrified excess like you've never seen from the brand on an SUV. That's a staggering level of engineering complexity mixed with eye-popping figures, but is more always better? Break it down. Keeping up with the electric Joneses is hard work. As fully electric cars take straight-line acceleration to new heights, AMG must be feeling the pressure to keep its internal combustion products in range. With the GLC63 SE Performance, AMG attempts to meet this challenge in an advanced and complex hybrid. To blow away gas-fueled rivals from BMW M and Alfa Romeo, Mercedes-AMG starts with the GLC43's hand-built 469 HP turbo 2.0-liter inline-4, which has a 6-inch thin motor on the shaft of the turbocharger. Convincing wealthy enthusiasts that 4 cylinders can do a job done by the V8 this setup replaces is hard work, though. That's where the E-performance part of the GLC63's lengthy name kicks in. An electric motor puts out 201 GP for 10 seconds or 107 GP otherwise. That latter figure is up 13 GP from the C63 sedan. Heavy stuff. Let's drive all this tech adds up. Not just to those power and torque stats, which, if you haven't heard, are 671 GP and 752 lb-ft. As on the C63, the GLC63 sounds appropriately strong for a full-strength AMG model. You've heard your mileage may vary. In the GLC63, your driving experience varies based on several settings and factors, and that's the real story with the GLC63. You get out of this car what you put in. So turn that drive mode dial to Sport. The mode selector modifies several driving parameters from one mode to the next, and it's a difference you feel. The more you turn that dial to the right, the more electric boost you get. What doesn't change from one mode to the next is how much we like the multi-clutch 9-speed automatic. Both responsive and smooth for a sporty car, it doesn't cause nearly as much involuntary head sway around town as other sporty SUVs do. What might surprise is the ride quality in comfort mode. There's plenty of tire noise, but the GLC63 delivers a compliant ride for a sporty SUV, thanks in part to the AMG's adaptive dampers. 0 to 60 miles per hour. How to turn the GLC into a rocket. The GLC63 is a thinking enthusiast's machine, and the more we thought about it, the more we regretted how little of the SUV's capability we could safely use on winding roads. As we noted in our 2024 C63 sedan review, the higher the limits of any sports car or supercar, the more difficult it is to exploit all that technology. In Sport Plus or race modes, apply the brakes and don't be too gentle about it. Next, while keeping your foot on the brake pedal, apply pressure to the accelerator pedal in the same way. The nose lifts a bit, and before you know it, you're singing a Falterbox praises. How ironic that one of the simplest pleasures of driving, sudden acceleration, brings the most joy from one of the most complex performance cars on the road today. Where the AMG falls short. There's one asterisk to the race start function. The GLC63 needs a certain level of charge to work. On the other side of the plug-in hybrid picture, the race start function only works when the battery has at least a certain level of charge. That's great. But the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio manages a sprint of 3.3 seconds, the BMW X3M in 4.0 seconds, and the Tesla Model Y Performance in 3.5 seconds, all with less power. A 42.3-foot turning radius isn't great, but we can accept that as a trade-off for all this tech. The 6-cubic-foot cargo area, which has a slightly higher load floor and is 5.3 cubes smaller than other GLCs, is harder to accept on an SUV, even one as performance-focused as this. Where we have absolutely no issue is the GLC63's electric-only range. This SUV is about performance, not efficiency. The F1-derived electrification tech is cool and about extracting the most from this package. The GLC is the most. But most of what? Some wine connoisseurs seek to match a bottle's characteristics to their personal preferences, while others dream of asking for the most expensive bottle on the menu. The electric AMG EQE is heavier and yet more complex, limiting its fun factor. The Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio is old, but still a fun, hardcore SUV. The interior and level of customization don't come close to the much more expensive Mercedes, and neither does the design. So there are some pros and cons. Enthusiasts will know the GLC63 is something special before they ever read the badges. If you live near a racetrack, great. But other, more straightforward performance SUVs such as the Tesla, Alfa Romeo, or BMW might be more satisfying day to day.